how is everyone doing? My name is Walid Hisham. I'm a 6th-year medical student situated right here in Egypt. And this is my first YouTube video. I'm going to start a video series talking about how can you study better, how you can earn better grades, how can you be more productive, optimize your life, and stop procrastinating and get your entire life in shape so you can do more and have a more productive day. So today on the first video, I'm going to talk about how can you improve your health in general and study better more specifically. Today I have a very important tip for you that I think will make a major change on the way you perform on a day-to-day basis. So without further ado, let's jump into it. The first tip I have for you is diet and supplement. I don't think this is talked about enough in other videos. So I'm going to review with you today the type of food and the supplements that you need to supplement both your body and your brain so you can perform better, so you can focus better, so you can study more, you'll be able to review the material you've studied easier the next day, right? And don't forget that you need not only supplement your brain with what it needs, you also need to keep your body in perfect health, supplement it and feed it good healthy food that's going to give it more energy. Because I mean, if you're out of energy, if you're tired and sleepy, I don't think you're going to be able to study 8 hours in a row or jump between different tasks or projects. And if you did, you're going to take a lot longer time to finish them. And it's very important to be able to finish the work you specified for a certain day and do it in that period of time that you allocated to it. So you can have free time at the end, so you can practice your hobbies, so you can learn a new skill, so you can spend time with your family and friends, so you can relax, play video games. You need to rest. You need to take a break to have a very productive day the next day. So it is very important that you be energetic, that you be focused, and you be able to finish everything you wanted to do in a certain amount of time. And that is done through food and supplements, because that is basically the fuel we're giving ourselves, right? This is the fuel that our body and our brain runs off. So the first step I'm going to talk about today is fats, eating fats. I know fats get a bad rep over the years, but I think we all understand at this point that not all fats are created equal. We need healthy fats to have a healthier, better performing brain. You need fats specifically to create neurons between other neurons. You need to create connections between these neurons. For you to understand it, like we got our muscles, we all know how muscles work. You got muscle fibers in it. When you go to the gym or when you eat protein, you create more muscle fibers that are interchanging, that are connected to each other, that are all helping create or do the same function. So it's the same with the brain, but instead of the muscle fibers, you got the neurons. So the more neurons you got and the more connections you got between of them, the easier it is for you to work and focus, the more memory you will have. When you create more neurons for a specific memory, the more you use that memory, the more you review it, or you active recall it, it's going to get stronger. You're going to remember it better. So according to a study done on the impact of dietary fat on the cognitive processes and the functions of the brain, done by many well-respected research centers, right here if you would like to read them, and I'll link the study down below. I'm going to tell you right now the sources of how to get these dietary fats, these healthy ones, that's going to help you tremendously, more than you can imagine. Trust me. I'm going to list them first in case you just want to know what to eat, but if you would like to learn how they work and how they better your brain, stick with me and I'm going to say it at the end. Sources can be everyday food as fish, meat, egg yolk, flaxseed or flax oil. You got walnuts, chia seeds, chia oil, peanut butter, which contains monosaturated fats, olive oil. Almonds also contain monosaturated fats, which are healthy. Or you can supplement them as just omega-3 or omega-6 pills available in your local pharmacy. My personal favorite are peanut butter, olive oil, and just flaxseed, chia seed, all these types of seeds. What I just personally do is that when I need a snack, instead of going and getting a snack or a bag of chips or anything, I just take 1 spoon of peanut butter. It helps you feel really full, it gives you a lot of energy, and it helps you focus better. And for the olive oil, this is what I cook with. I actually make eggs with it, I make chicken breast with it. It's very nice to use instead of butter or the other types of oils that are very unhealthy for you and you should not be really using them. And for the seeds, just sprinkle them all over your food. You can put them on yogurt, you can put them on cottage cheese, you can put them on chicken breast. You're not going to really feel their taste, and they have a lot of beautiful and really great nutritional value that's going to really benefit you. the effects of these fats are really amazing, especially the PUVA, which stands for the polyunsaturated fatty acids. They have really amazing effects, and the first effect that I'm going to talk about, the first benefit of them, which is really my personal favorite, is that they make you feel full for longer periods of time after eating basically just so little of them. So that's really nice because you can now sit down and study for longer periods of time without actually thinking about getting food, without feeling hungry and you have to get up to get food. So that is really nice. You can just have a small piece of peanut butter, you can have some almonds, some walnuts next to you, you can eat them if you feel hungry, and they're going to keep you full for longer periods of time. They have anti-aging effect on your cognitive processes, and they help maintain the synaptic transmission and the plasticity of your brain and your long-term brain functions, as stated in this study right here. The third thing they do is that they reduce brain inflammation and all the stresses accumulating on it when you use your brain too much, when you're thinking about this, or you're trying to work, or you're trying to memorize, doing all these different things. Your brain needs the rest. It needs proper sleep. You need to sleep really well so your brain can get rid of all the bad waste material that gets accumulated in the brain. And fats is a really amazing way to help your brain recover and remove all the stresses and inflammation that accumulated during the day, so you can have a good night rest and you wake up the next day also in perfect shape to have another productive day, as again stated in this research. The fourth benefit they give is that they actually regulate all the brain functions going on inside your head, the cognitive ones like the memory, focus, learning, paying attention, and staying concentrated for long periods of time, as stated by the research. It is very important to eat these types of food. If you're deficient in these foods, or you're eating the bad types of fats, the physiology or the functions of your brain are not going to happen as they're supposed to happen. So you need to supplement your brain. Just like you're eating food so your body can move, you need to eat fats so your brain can move and do better every single day. And the last tip, the fifth benefit that the fats are doing, which again is very, very nice, it gives you a lot of calories, and calories equals energy. Of course, you have to eat enough. You don't have to eat too much or too little, or you're going to have problems. So they're a very nice source of calories. They give you a very long source of calories during a couple of hours, and it's a lot better than sugars. When you eat sugars, you get a crash after eating those sugars because your blood glucose will spike up, the insulin will come out, and it's going to try to take that sugar away, and you're going to crash after it. But that does not happen here with the fats. That is why they are a perfect source for nutrition, for energy, for calories, for your body and your brain to function really in a good way. So don't forget to grab a piece of peanut butter, some almonds, some walnuts while you're going to study in the library or just studying at home. Just keep them next to you, and you're feeling hungry or out of energy, they should be your go-to snack. I also want to add that I'm sure you've heard that fats increase the risk of cardiovascular and neurological diseases. As stated by the study here, as I said, not all fats are created equal. The unhealthy fats are the one that does this, and you should really stay clear of them because they have really detrimental effects on your health, and you should not be eating them at all. Just stick to the healthy source of the fat, the healthy fats that I've mentioned before. But also you have to pay attention to that 1 gram of fat gives your body 9 calories for 1 gram, as opposed to 4 calories only coming from protein or carbs. So don't eat too much of fats because you can put on a lot of pounds really quickly. So just a little spoon, like a teaspoon of peanut butter or a handful of almonds or walnuts, is completely enough to give you the energy you need and give you all the nutritional needs that your body and brain needs. But don't eat too much. They contain a lot of calories. You know, we're talking about studying here, so you're basically sitting on your desk all day long. You don't want to eat too much of that or you're gonna gain weight. So that's it for today's video. I hope you've benefited from it. Be sure to subscribe. That will really help the channel start out since this is my first video. And also like if you've benefited from anything in this video. See you next time.